This is Alex Marvez, and our All Elite Wrestling announce team is fired up to be calling the action July 13th at Fight for the Fallen in Jacksonville, Florida. And one of the matches we're looking forward to the most pits Cody and Dustin Rhodes against the Young Bucks. And to preview it, we're going to go by the numbers. Our first number is 1609. That is a number of days that have elapsed since the last time Cody and Dustin will have teamed together. In comparison, the Young Bucks were a tandem just 2 weeks ago at Fyter Fest. The Young Bucks have 13 more years experience as a tag team and more than 600 matches under their belt compared to Cody and Dustin. Obviously, the advantage goes to the Bucks. Our next number is 14, as in 14 more years of professional experience that Cody and Dustin have compared to the Bucks. Now, that number is a little bit skewed since Dustin has been in this business for more than 3 decades. Oh, and by the way, it doesn't hurt when your father is the late, great Dusty Rhodes. Our third number is 1, as in 1 pint of blood. That is how much Dustin believes that he lost in his match against Cody at Double or Nothing. That being said, Dustin may actually be the freshest performer in this match. That's because Cody got viciously attacked by Shawn Spears after his match against Darby Allin at Fyter Fest, and the Young Bucks feud against Los Lucha Brothers, well, it has taken a physical toll. And our final number is 0, as in the number of times that Dustin and the Young Bucks have ever been in the same ring together. Dustin truly is the wild card in this match, and also, this may be the last time you will ever get to see him and Cody square off against the brothers Jackson. You do not want to miss this. July 13th, Fight for the Fallen, Jacksonville, Florida. Come on and join us.
It's a great day. Got a lot of work to do still. This match coming up. Hey. Oh, wait, whoa.
No, that's okay. You can stay. Look, like I saw your interview, and I don't know, I had no idea that you felt that much pressure, and I know there's been some weirdness between us, but honestly, I really just want to have a good match. I just want us to go out there and do what we do and kill it, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. I'm glad you saw that, because I had a hard time letting you know, but
yeah.
Thank you for understanding.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I'm excited.
I'm too. Let's go out there and show what we can do, okay? Together.
Awesome.
All right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Of course. I feel good. I'm still gonna kick your ass. I feel good.
All right. You know, I watched Brandi's story, and a lot of what she said resonated with me. I struggled with confidence for a very, very long time. And actually, I still to this day struggle with confidence with my performance in the ring and just in general life, to be totally honest. But I just kept going back. And it's taken me on this wild ride, and I've now wrestled in Japan, I've wrestled all over Canada, all over the United States, I've wrestled in the UK, down in Mexico. But when I first signed my contract, I remember feeling like finally all of that work that I had put in had paid off. And I remember I cried a lot, and it sort of felt like, even though this was my 11th year in the wrestling business, it felt like it was finally starting, like for me, like that was the beginning, sort of, I guess, of this new big chapter. And then I won the Impact Knockouts Championship. For myself, it was validation that all of the things that I'd done and all of the work that I put in brought me to that moment. You know, Brandi talked about when the pressure was on, she crumbled. And as touching as that was, and it really was, because I understand that feeling, but I never did. I always walked through the curtain. I always wrestled that match, even the ones that really scared me, and I won the championship, even though it terrified me. You have to believe that you can do it, and you can't let anyone else get inside your head. You really have to believe in yourself. So when I'm in those high pressure situations, which is every single time I'm in a match, I just dig deep and I just show up. I just have to. That's just part of the game. That's part of what you have to do.
Daly's Place has a very special place in Tony Khan's heart, our founder's heart. His dad designed it 3 years ago. It's a state-of-the-art music facility, it's a state-of-the-art training facility. How special is that, generationally, that Tony's dad had this dream to design an architecturally significant, amazing music venue, and then 3 years later, Tony starts a company that actually gets to utilize this space in a really, really unique way. This isn't any outdoor music venue. This feels like an opera house. So the furthest seat from the ring will be about 150 feet. There's not a bad seat in the house. It's just really special for Tony and his dad to be connected in this way, in a way that they even, neither one of them probably thought about 3 years ago.
Before AEW was a thing, before Double or Nothing had happened, before the show had sold out, before matches had taken place and rosters were announced, there was just, a handful of us who believed in this project.
Well, the announcement is our second show is actually going to be right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Not only is it going to be here in Jacksonville, Florida, a large portion of the gate is going to go to benefit victims of gun violence.
I thought, well, what would be a good match that could, draw? What would be a good selling match? And I consider Matt and Nick the best tag team in the world currently. So I thought I'd test myself against them. And it wasn't really until the moment that a lot of people, got to enjoy and see with me and Chicken here, that I really saw the light on the whole thing and thought, well, what would be better than the Bucks versus the Rhodes?
I need my older brother.
I thought you were gonna say no.
I'm not gonna say no.
I thought you were gonna say no.
I'll never say no.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't.
But I really wanted to retire. And when he asked me to be his partner, that he needed his older brother, what can you say to that? You have to accept that, because that's your brother. That's family. That's blood. Who are these young bucks? Tell me a little bit about them. I've kind of scouted them just a little bit and watched their stuff, and I watched Fyter Fest, and they do a lot, which kind of scares me.
They do everything. They are not a less is more type team. They do it all. When you watch their match at Fyter, what did you think?
Very exciting. They do some amazing things. I respect their abilities, but they make fun of people a lot, and that kind of got under my skin, what they did with their whole blood thing. So, Young Bucks, Fight for the Fallen. I will power slam the both of you so hard, your souls will leave your bodies.
You don't know the story, but I'll share it. Please don't edit it, but it kind of adds some fuel to the fire for what ultimately would just be a friendly, competitive match. However, we did a dinner a few nights ago, and we were with some of the TNT folks, and Tony Khan is talking about how you and I were a very good tag team.
Damn right.
He's talking about some of the matches we had, and as someone who was a fan of The Observer, he was talking about how critically we were reviewed well, and Kenny Omega just exclaims, shocked, really?
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I thought, this is the same guy who thinks Taka Michinoku is a legend, but he doesn't know about the Brotherhood. He doesn't know about Dustin and I. And it's a little...
Where you been, man?
Yeah, it's a little needling, and I understand, I love Matt and Nick, and this is a friendly outing.
We were the first team to beat the Shield. So they weren't watching that? They didn't see that? Or is that just bullshit?
So, weren't watching, or pretending they weren't watching, but however, I was watching the Bola six-man, Briscoes, Ladder Wars, Motor City Machine Guns, the silly-ass trampoline wrestling that Dragon Gate does. I was watching all that. I think me being so familiar with them, they're at a complete disadvantage because they seem to be unfamiliar with us. I mean, if you check social media and they're flirting with the Usos regularly, we beat the Usos' ass for like 2 years straight. So I think they're at the disadvantage here. I think people who are elite fans would absolutely think this is some sort of like odd man pairing. This isn't. We were a great tag team. To think mainstream and, you know, put your nose down at us because we were on TV making money, screw that. I'm maybe a little more mad about it than I thought.
Are you that good, Young Bucks?
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we will.